Welcome to Pregnancy, Week by Week with Andrea. I'm Andrea Faulkner-Williams, owner and co-founder of Tubby Todd Bath Company. This year we are expecting our fourth baby. I know, our fourth. We can't wait to add another Tubby baby to our home. In the meantime, I'm working on being pregnant. I'm feeling the ups and downs and highs and lows that come with it all. I want to share with you the tips and tricks I've learned throughout my 4 pregnancy journeys. I hope you not only find them helpful, but more than anything, you remember that you've got this, mama. I'm so excited to be on this baby growing journey with you. Hello and welcome to Pregnancy Week by Week with Andrea. I'm Andrea Faulkner-Williams, co-founder and head mama here at Tubby Todd, and this is my last Pregnancy Week by Week video. I know, it's so sad, but there is a chance we will be making a newborn series, so hold out, mama. Today I want to talk about my 4 best and worst moments from each pregnancy. And I got this idea because recently I was out to dinner with a few girlfriends and we were talking about our worst parenting moments recently, and we were all like crying. We were laughing so hard because some of the things that happen to you when you're pregnant and when you're a mother are so humiliating / hilarious that at the time you're crying, but really later we should be able to laugh about them. So I was gonna go through each pregnancy. So in my first pregnancy, when I think about the worst moment, I think about arriving to work one day and on the way to work, something upset me and I can't remember what it was. I was commuting an hour and I started crying. And typically you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop crying as soon as I get to my location because I'll see people. I can't even remember what it was. And by the time I got to work, I remember thinking, I can't figure out why I'm still crying. Like I have no idea. So I sat there, like got a drink, taking a breath, everything. And I'm like, I've got to stop crying. I've got to go into the office now. I go into the office and someone says hi and I start crying again. And I think looking back, it was just fatigue. I was in my 3rd trimester and I was so tired and I had been working really long hours and commuting. So, and also traveling. So I go upstairs to this like stock room of dresses because I worked at a bridal designer and I was hiding in the corner. I cried for like an hour and a half, guys. I could not stop. And someone came in and found me like hiding and they're like, why are you crying? I'm like, I seriously don't know, but my mouth and my eyes and my face won't stop. And my best moment with that pregnancy was the first time I felt the baby move. I think that that was the first time I felt any baby move. So it was especially special. And today's my baby's birthday. She's 8, my oldest. And so I was talking to her last night about how when she was in my belly, she used to stress me out because she didn't move very much. And she didn't move. I didn't feel her move until like 20 weeks. She was just in there chilling, which makes so much sense because she's kind of laid back and just the easiest, sweetest little girl. So that was such a special moment, feeling that first baby move, and I love that every single time with all 4 of my pregnancies. In my second pregnancy, I had a toddler, this little girl, and then I was pregnant, and it was during the summer, and I was so hot, and I decided I was gonna potty train my little girl before my second child came. And one day, we were at Target, and we were shopping and my stomach was as big, you know, I was a week or 2 away from delivering and I gained actually the most weight with that pregnancy. I was walking around Target and all of a sudden I was holding my toddler, my back was killing me and I felt something warm all over my stomach and I looked down and on my like dark purple shirt, she had peed all over me. And I remember standing in Target like with the worst back pain and feeling so embarrassed and humiliated. And I had this like soaking wet toddler and this soaking wet shirt and not knowing like what to do, wondering how in the world did I get to this place. That baby, my second baby, we didn't find out the gender until he was born. And so the best moment was when his dad caught him and said, it's a boy. I was a little bit mad that I hadn't been shopping for boy clothes the whole time, but it was still a pretty cool moment. Having his dad, like, I just will always remember my husband's face when he caught him. It was so beautiful. In my 3rd pregnancy, I was a bridesmaid at 34 weeks. So my best friend got married and had this gorgeous wedding in Los Angeles. And she had everyone wearing Vera Wang bridesmaid dresses that cost probably more than my wedding dress cost. And she was so sweet because she wanted me to be able to match everyone. So she bought me the biggest size Vera Wang dress. And then I went to multiple fittings so they could tailor around my growing belly that was like changing every few weeks as we got closer to the wedding. And I was so worried about the wedding because it was like 3 or 4 days of events and I was feeling super sick. And leading up to the wedding, I got a really bad sinus infection. You have a hard time taking things when you're pregnant. I didn't have time to go to the doctor and get an antibiotic. So I was, just like trying to take Tylenol or whatever I could to like clear my sinuses out. But I was so sick that whole wedding weekend that we were up there in LA. And I was giving the toast at the bride's as her maid of honor. And I remember being in the bathroom. This story also has to do with pee, by the way, which most pregnancy stories do, I feel like. So I was in the bathroom in the Vera Wang dress that we had spent hundreds of dollars altering. And then also it was just this gorgeous chiffon dress. And I couldn't stop coughing. And every time I'd cough, I was peeing. And I remember I coughed so hard that I was throwing up. And I had to go on and give this speech in a few minutes. I remember sitting on the floor of the bathroom in the chiffon dress, like, with my hair and my makeup done, being like, how did pregnancy ruin this moment? Like, this is a dream to wear this dress and to be able to like see my friend get married to her soulmate and to be here. And this pregnancy is ruining this moment right now. I'm now peeing and throwing up and I have to get up and talk in front of hundreds of people. And I did. All right, the best moment from that pregnancy was in my 3rd trimester. I was so tired. The time I was running Tubby Todd, I didn't have any help. My husband was working 12 hours a day, and I had 2 toddlers. I was pregnant with our 3rd, like I said, and every day at 3 or 4 o'clock, when I knew I still had a few hours before bedtime and dinner, and my husband would be home, we would turn on Charlie Brown, the new Peanuts movie where Meghan Trainor sings on the soundtrack, and we would watch it in my bed together. And at the time I felt like such a failure of a mom, but I will always look back on that 3rd trimester as one of the sweetest moments of my life, because every day I spent a few hours just cuddling my 2 babies and just waiting for this 3rd one to arrive. And it is a period of time I'll never forget, and I will always obviously love Meghan Trainor, but love that movie and the memories that it represents for us. All right, in this 4th pregnancy, there's been so many good highs and lows. I will say my pregnancy low had to do with I had some pretty severe prenatal lows in my 1st and 2nd trimester. I felt a lot of prenatal depression, and we were in Utah for Christmas, staying at my in-laws' house, and I was so excited. I had one thing I was looking forward to do. I was excited to be there with our family for Christmas, but I had old friends that I was going to meet up with one night, and of course, the one night that we were all supposed to meet up together, I got in the car, I got all ready, and it was the first time I had felt really good in a long time, just felt like myself. And I was super excited to go reconnect with these women who meant a lot to me. And I was driving, and all of a sudden, a snowstorm started, and I got super nervous because I don't drive in the snow a lot, and I was pregnant, and I ended up not being able to go see them. And I called my husband, and I was crying, and I wasn't crying. I was like, oh, it's so frustrating. He's like, go do something for yourself. You deserve to do something for yourself, which was so sweet. So I'm like, I'm going to go get myself a nectar juice. I love them. And there was one right down the street. And I walk up, and I didn't even put my jacket on because I saw that they were going to close soon. So I run up, and I'm standing in the snow, and the teenager's like, sorry, we're closed, and turns off the light and locks the door, the teenager who works there. I'm standing in the snow. I'm like, I just wanted a nectar juice. I didn't get to see my friends, and I've been depressed for months, and I'm just standing out there in the snow. And she's like, sorry, she's just excited to close up for the night. I totally get it. But it was a low moment for me just because I think I had felt so emotionally down for so many months, and nobody around me knew. My husband could tell, and friends I had shared that with, but they couldn't really do anything because it was, just something I had to work my way through. The best moment of this pregnancy has been how excited I am for this baby. I don't know why I'm so excited for this baby, because if anyone knows me and sees my life, they would think that I should be terrified to add anything else to our lives and that I am not equipped to add another child. But more than any other pregnancy, and this is my fourth, I am just so excited to meet this baby. I feel super connected to him, and I cannot wait to spend time with him and get to know him better. Like, I've never been this excited about meeting anyone in my whole entire life. So that is my favorite moment of this pregnancy. I hope you will write down your highs and lows, because they are so high and so low, and I have loved being on this journey with you. Thank you for tuning into these videos. I have loved sharing my pregnancy journey with you, and I hope that you've been able to take something away from it. And more than anything, I know that you've got this, mama. You were meant for this, that little one inside of you is lucky to call you theirs, and you will always be changed from this experience of being pregnant. Thank you. Have a great day.